Batting first, he's in right field this evening, number 7, Peyton Carr. Batting second. He's from left field. He's from left field.
This is Ridgefield Raptors baseball. The pregame show starts right now.
Hi everybody and welcome to Ridgefield, Washington and the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex for the 2021 West Coast League season opener featuring the Ridgefield Raptors taking on the Bend Elks. My name's Josh Warden, welcoming you to Game 2 at the Rourke this season. Game 1 in the West Coast League. The Raptors had an exhibition game on Wednesday night, and a fun one at that. Back and forth it went with Cowlitz. The Black Bears pulling out a 10-8 victory, but a fun night for Raptors fans to get back in the ballpark, see some baseball firsthand, and some great offense as well. Tonight, the second year of West Coast League baseball in Ridgefield begins. Coming in is the Bend Elks, a rematch of the last West Coast League series of the 2019 season when Ridgefield swept Bend to close the book on the inaugural season of Raptor baseball. Tonight, let's start fresh in West Coast League baseball in 2021. It'll be a fun one. Thanks for joining us on the Raptors live stream. Whether you're listening in through the webpage, you're watching on the YouTube live stream, glad you're with us as we open up West Coast League play. All these games count on the standings, and it is official. This is the beginning for the first time in 663 days that the Raptors will play official WCL baseball. And it's the Bend Elks coming into town. Chris Cota, his second year in Ridgefield, the only head coach in the organization's history, against first-year head coach Kyle Novak, leading the way for the Bend Elks. Give you the starting lineups as we go along, but the starting pitcher today for the Ridgefield Raptors is Nick Jennings out of Eastern Oregon. The right-hander takes the hill. Will face Bryce Tweet, the leadoff hitter for the Bend Elks, playing center field. And here is the first pitch of the 2021 West Coast League season. It's a strike from Nick Jennings, and we are underway here at the Rourke. Beautiful weather here for baseball on a Friday night. Temperatures in the low 70s. The 0-1 pitch, check swing, and a strike. 0-2 the count from Nick Jennings. Around the horn for Ridgefield today, Cody Darcy playing third base, Tanner Jocks the shortstop, John Peck at second, and Corey Morales at first base. The battery mate for Nick Jennings is Cole Ehrman, getting his first playing time in a Raptors uniform. Here's the 0-2 pitch outside from Nick Jennings. 1-2 the count to Bryce Tweet, the center fielder. In the outfield today, it's the same outfield as Wednesday night. From left to right, Trevor Torpa, Tafton Hensley, and Caden Connor as Nick Jennings steps off the mound. Nick out of Eastern Oregon, he just completed his redshirt sophomore year. He's from Vancouver, local kid who went to Skyview High School and started his baseball career at Lower Columbia. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Jennings, inside, ball 2. The rest of the Bend lineup after Bryce Tweet will be Daniel Garcia playing first base, batting second. The 3-hole is Riley Quinton, the left fielder, and cleanup Unsong Yu, the third baseman. 2 balls and 2 strikes as we lead off here in the top of the first inning. Nick Jennings gets a foul ball off the bat of Bryce Tweet, who extends the at-bat to at least 6 pitches. Batting fifth, and the designated hitter, Eamon Velarde. Batting 6th in right field, Colton McCautry. Batting 7th, the catcher is Brett Joner. Batting 8th is Austin Hauk, and batting 9th is Tommy Davis. That's the lineup for the Bend Elks. Here's another 2-2 pitch from Nick Jennings. Fastball inside. It's hit to first base. Morales fields on 2 tops. Jennings covers first and records the out. 1 away here in the top of the first inning. So Bryce Tweet is retired. 3-1 on the play. Nick Jennings gets the out. He's a 6'2", 210-pounder out of Skyview High. Played for Eric Lane in the Lower Columbia, up in Lower Columbia for 3 seasons, in fact. Was a starter in 2 games on the mound in the shortened 2020 season at LCC. First pitch to Daniel Garcia is a strike, so he gets ahead of both hitters, does Nick Jennings. Has been both a relief pitcher and a starter, has Nick Jennings. Here's the 0-1 pitch, is a bit low. 1-1 the count. Was a 3-year letter winner at Skyview High School under Coach Seth Johnson. First team All-League as a utility player. Played third base and pitcher in a senior season. The 1-1 pitch from Nick Jennings with 1 out and nobody on is inside, ball 2. Gets behind him here as we get underway. Top of the first inning between the Ridgefield Raptors and the Bend Elks. Outfield playing towards the corners against Daniel Garcia, the left-hand hitting first baseman. Nick Jennings kicks and fires, laced into center field. It'll land for a base hit. Daniel Garcia aboard for the first hit of the ball game for either team. 1 away and 1 on for the Elks, wearing their gold uniforms and gray pants. Ridgefield in the red home tops and the white bottoms today, with the fresh-looking white caps here on opening night in West Coast League play. So a base hit for Daniel Garcia right back up the middle. Brings up Riley Quinton, the 3-hole hitter, playing left field today. Jennings a fastball on the outside corner. Strike one to Riley Quinton. Quinton, who plays for Arizona Christian University, 6 foot, 205-pounder, bats left, throws right, left fielder. The 0-1 pitch from Nick Jennings. Curves towards the outer half, but does not break enough. Ball one, 1-1 the count. One away with a runner on first here in the top of the first inning. Nick Jennings, the starting pitcher for Ridgefield today, hoping to get some length out of him. There's only so many pitchers on the roster right now for Ridgefield. Fastball on the 1-1 just misses. 2-1 the count. The umpires tonight, Jordan Shepard behind the plate, Andrew Mervin in the field. Jennings looks back at the runner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Being held on at first is Daniel Garcia. Here is the 2-1. Gets in there, strike 2 from Jennings. Working mostly fastball here. Seen a couple breaking balls early on from the Eastern Oregon product. Majoring in information technology management at Eastern Oregon. A big Nolan Ryan fan. He also uses the fastball a lot. Off speed on the 2-2 pitch, fouled into the mitt of Cole Ehrman. A strikeout for Nick Jennings. 2 away here in the first inning. As the Raptors try to put a 0 on the board in the top of the first, brings up cleanup hitter Unsong Yu, the third baseman, right-hand hitter against the right-hand pitcher Nick Jennings. Ridgefield and facing Cowlitz on Wednesday night in an exhibition matchup. Conceded 1 run in the top of the first inning, came back to take the lead in the bottom half. Strike 1 from Nick Jennings on the outer portion of home plate. 0-1 the count to Yu, the third baseman. Ridgefield ended up leading that game by 8 runs, ultimately lost 10-8. Swung on and missed on the 0-1 pitch. 0-2 is the count from Nick Jennings. Has given up just that 1 single to shallow center field, but been pretty unhittable other than that in the first inning. An 0-2 count to Unsong Yu from Bucknell. Nick Jennings working out of the stretch. Up and away, ball 1, 1-2 to Unsong Yu, who is a 6'2", 215-pounder. Played most recently at Bucknell. Will be headed to a new destination, currently looking for a new program as we head towards the fall of 2021, long ways away. 1-2 pitch is laced towards second base. John Peck can't snag it into center field. Garcia holds at second, and 2 runners aboard for the Bend Elks. A 2-out single for Unsong Yu moves Garcia into scoring position to bring up the 5-hole hitter, Eamon Velarde. Gets right under the glove of John Peck, the second baseman for Ridgefield, and into center field. Good play by Tafton Hensley in center to make sure Garcia couldn't go first to third on the play. 2 base hits in the inning, 2 runners aboard, but 2 outs already. Nick Jennings comes to the plate on the first pitch, is a strike to Eamon Velarde, the 5-hole hitter who plays for Feather River College. 6'5", 230-pounder, left-hand hitting Velarde. No balls and 1 strike from Nick Jennings. Out of the stretch, looks at the runner at second, looks at the plate, checks the runner again, comes back to the plate. Strike 2 from Nick Jennings, who has gotten ahead of every hitter but one here in the first inning. Outfield shifting towards right field a bit. Big hole in left center if Velarde can go that way. The lefty looks in. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nick Jennings fires, swung on and missed, and he gets out of the inning with 2 strikeouts, stranding 2. Nothing across for the Bend Elks in the top of the first inning. We head to the bottom of the first. Ridgefield will bring up Caden Connor, John Peck, and Corey Morales when we return. You're listening to Ridgefield Raptors Baseball.
Oh, I love family road trips. Wind in my ears,
Good stuff.
treats in my mouth, and peace of mind knowing Les Schwab did our tires, brakes, and alignment. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
Les Schwab Tires, proud to be ranked #1 in overall customer satisfaction for aftermarket tire replacement by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
At Clark Public Utilities, we know you depend on electricity every day. And even though our offices remain closed, we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, by phone, online, and email. The past year has brought changes to many in our community, with lost jobs or reduced working hours, disrupted childcare, and the challenge of teaching the kids. If you've been financially impacted by the pandemic and can't pay your utility bill, call us or send an email right away. Eligibility for payment assistance has been expanded so more households may qualify. Through it all, we're always here to provide you with safe and reliable service, and we're ready to help. Clark Public Utilities, ranked highest in customer satisfaction among residential mid-size utilities in the West by J.D. Power 13 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2020 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Clark Public Utilities, we're always here.
Welcome back to the Rourke here in Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Happy to have you with us for the season opener for the West Coast League. Ridgefield and Bend battling it out. It's a 0-0 ball game, bottom of the first. Caden Connor leading it off. The right fielder digs in against the starting pitcher for Bend is Bryson Allen out of Florida Atlantic University, a 6'1" lefty. Checks in at 200 pounds. He's from Federal Way, Washington. Played a couple years at Everett Community College. And Allen fires the first pitch of the ball game for Bend here in the bottom half of the first innings. A ball down and away. Lefty on lefty here for Caden Connor, the Cal State Fullerton Titan, playing for Rick Vanderhook. Was down in the field earlier today talking with Chris Coda as the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. When he walked up and said, "Hey, did you hear the news?" We were talking with Kyle Novak. They had met each other for the first time. Novak and Chris Coda, the two head coaches. Novak in his first year in the league. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Is laced into left field. Caden Connor playable to Riley Quinton. And Quinton hauls it in for the out. One away here in the bottom half of the first inning. Rick Vanderhook set to retire as of a couple hours ago. That news pretty fresh as the head coach for Cal State Fullerton, where the Ridgefield Raptors have two players from Cal State Fullerton. On Wednesday night, it was just Caden Connor with the team. And since then, Cole Ehrman has joined the club. He was originally on the roster, just players making their way up to Ridgefield. Cole Ehrman in the starting lineup today. John Peck, the next batter for Ridgefield, watches a first pitch strike. Generous zone from Jordan Shepard, the home plate umpire. John Peck playing second base today. Started at second as well on Wednesday night. Comes from Pepperdine, the 6-foot righty. Watches the 0-1 pitch outside, ball one. One away, nobody on, bottom of the first, still scoreless. So Rick Vanderhook retiring, a longtime coach at Cal State Fullerton. 1-1 pitch tipped into the glove for a strike into the mid of Brett Joner, the battery mate. The defensive alignment for Bend, Unsong Yu at third base, Tommy Davis, the shortstop, Austin Hauk, the second baseman, and Daniel Garcia at first. Here comes Allen with the 1-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle to the second baseman. That's Hauk throwing to first just in time to get him at first base. Ground out 4-3 on the play. 2 outs for Ridgefield in the bottom of the first. Brings up Corey Morales for his first at-bat in a Raptors uniform. The Ridgefield Raptors roster filling out a bit from Wednesday night when the Raptors essentially only had one bench player as far as position players go. They had Aiden Hunt was the only guy really on the roster who could have played, other than some pitchers in the bullpen obviously, but the only position player. He's a Ridgefield High School grad, or going to be grad. First pitch to Morales is a ball. So Morales, one of the guys who has joined the team as colleges are finishing up their season. Colleges on the quarter system means players can't come in until June 12th. 1-0 pitch fouled, dribbling towards the Bend dugout. So you see a lot of players in the Pac-12, for example, players from University of Washington or Oregon State will not be eligible to play in the West Coast League until June 12. Since they're on the quarter system, they have to finish their academic year. 1-1 pitch hit hard to center field. Going back on it is Tweet to the warning track, and he makes the play just in front of the fence. Corey Morales making some noise in his debut as a Ridgefield Raptor. It is allowed out, however, to end the inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Allen. Bryson Allen goes quickly, and we head to the top of the second inning. Still scoreless in Ridgefield. Thanks for joining us. Ridgefield Raptors baseball continues after this.
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings has bundles of wings and fries so you can get more for less. With individual size bundles starting at just $9.99 and the 40-wing family XL bundle for only $39.99. It doesn't take a degree in chicken economics to know a good deal when it's pecking you in the face. Order wing bundles for takeout or delivery, part of the win-win value lineup at B-Dubs. At participating locations for a limited time only for takeout or delivery through Buffalo Wild Wings app and website. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Taxes extra.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
And play ball we will as we head to the top of the second inning with Nick Jennings returning to the mound. And a first pitch strike to Colton McCotchery, the right fielder, as we get the second inning underway. Still scoreless here in Ridgefield between the host Raptors and the visiting Bend Elks. Second pitch, a strike popping the glove of Cole Ehrman, the catcher. Nick Jennings, the Eastern Oregon product, working quickly. Had a scoreless first inning. Gave up 2 hits, but stranded both of those after a pair of singles. Check swing on the 0-2. Gets him third strikeout of the ball game for Nick Jennings. And that is one away here in the top of the second inning. Brings up Brett Joner, the catcher. So Nick Jennings gets the leadoff man out both innings. And one away, nobody on. Top of the second inning. Up high, ball one to Joner. Talked about Rick Vanderhook, the head coach at Cal State Fullerton, retiring. Was talking with Chris Cota and Kyle Novak, the two head coaches of the teams today, as they were speculating about it. 1-0 pitch is grounded up the middle. John Peck makes the grab, throws to first on the run, and throws it perfectly to Morales for the out. Good play by John Peck to run at the ball, field it at the cut of the grass line, leaning over his right shoulder as he makes the sidearm throw and retires him for the out. 2 away, nobody on. Austin Hauk, the batter, former Everett Community College player, same as Kyle Novak, the head coach for the Bend Elks. First pitch is a ball from Nick Jennings. Novak in his first year as the Bend Elks head coach. Originally it was going to be Tyler Graham to be the head coach, both of whom played at Oregon State in different decades. Tyler Graham on a championship team for OSU. Swung on in the 1-0 pitch. It'll get out of play. Strike one. 2 away, nobody on, top of the second. Tyler Graham still coaching with the team as an assistant. He was hired for the 2020 season. That got canceled. Kyle Novak also was hired after Tyler Graham took a job at the AAA level with the Texas Rangers organization. 1-1 pitch is on the outer half, strike two. So Kyle Novak would have been the head coach in 2020. Didn't happen, but he comes back for his first year this season, and this is his managerial debut tonight in the West Coast League. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Jennings. Swung on and missed, and he strikes out 2 in a 1-2-3 frame for Nick Jennings. About as quick as it can go. He has gone scoreless through a couple of frames. That will bring up Ridgefield in the bottom of the second with Tafton Hensley to lead it off when we return. This is Ridgefield Raptors baseball on the Ridgefield live stream. Thanks for joining us.
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings gets you more for less. With buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. It's like finding extra fries at the bottom of your bag, but they're boneless wings, and there's twice as many of them. What is this sorcery? It's Boneless Thursdays at B-Dubs, available for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. BOGO of equal value at participating locations. Not valid with other offers. Size exclusions apply while supplies last. Limit 1. Delivery and takeout limited time. Delivery offer valid on Buffalo Wild Wings website and app subject to availability. Fees may apply, plus taxes.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, regional and express service to Portland, and connector service within the city limits of Camas, LaCenter, and Ridgefield. And if you don't have cash, no problem. C-Tran now accepts digital payments with Hop FastPass. So hit a home run and leave the driving to us. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Found a giant spider in my bed.
Stepped outside and a hornet stung my head.
Got ants around my sink,
and I am starting to think
the experts that I know are gonna make me pest-free. Natura Pest Control, killing your bugs and rodents, baby. Natura Pest Control. Call today, get a quote for free.
Bottom of the second inning here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Bryson Allen back to the mound in the bottom of the second. Still scoreless between the Raptors and the Bend Elks. First pitch was a strike to Tafton Hensley. Takes a big cut at the 0-1 pitch and fouls it down the third baseline. 0-2 the count to center fielder Tafton Hensley. Playing for College of the Canyons from Mooresville, North Carolina. Right-hand hitter, 6'2", 205. The lefty Allen comes back with the 0-2 pitch and fouled again. This time first base side and out of play. As Hensley leads off the second inning, he's the cleanup hitter. Allen worked through a 1-2-3 inning in the first. The 0-2 pitch hit back up the middle to the second baseman. That's Hauk. Fields the play and throws to first for the easy out. Austin Hauk to Daniel Garcia for 3 on the ground out, 1 away. Brings up Will Chambers, the designated hitter. Played first base on Wednesday. Stays in the lineup as the 5-hole hitter, but DHing with Corey Morales taking over first base duties. In that Wednesday game against Cowlitz, Will Chambers had a couple of walks and a run scored, as the Ridgefield Raptors put up 8 runs in that ball game. Neither team scoring tonight in the West Coast League opener. First pitch is a ball to Chambers, also playing for College of the Canyons. So back-to-back players from the Santa Clarita JC, Los Angeles County. 1-0 pitch down and in, ball 2 from Bryson Allen. Chris Cota, the head coach, also from College of the Canyons. Longtime coach there, been there since 2001, 5-time Conference Coach of the Year. 2-0 pitch hit hard into the outfield, and we'll have the first base runner of the day for Ridgefield as Will Chambers laces a single that lands just barely in the outfield, just beyond second base. And a 1-out single for Will Chambers. He's aboard with Cody Darcy coming to the plate. Just like Will Chambers, Cody Darcy also drew 2 walks on Wednesday. As a team, the Raptors picked up 7 walks, including in the third inning when they walked 4 times in a row, put up 4 runs in that frame. So Will Chambers taking a decent lead at first. Allen hurls the first pitch to Cody Darcy, is a strike, 0-1 the count. 1 away, neither team having scored yet. Bottom of the second inning. Bryson Allen, the left-hander from Florida Atlantic, looking in, checks the runner, working out from the stretch. Now another fastball, gets away from the catcher, stays at the plate. Will Chambers making the correct judgment to stay at first. Might have bounced off the umpire. Brett Joner started to run towards the backstop, but then realized the ball was right back where he was situated behind home plate. It is a ball, 1-1 the count, 1 away, bottom of the second inning. Outfield playing deep except for the right fielder, playing pretty far in. Cody Darcy swings out in front of the 1-1 pitch. Off speed gets him into a 1-2 count. Darcy likes to go opposite field, and I was talking to him before the season opener. He said, I like to go to right field. I want to hit it the other way. The Bend Elks are playing him as a pull hitter, however. 1 ball and 2 strikes is on the inner half. Got him looking 2 away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Chambers remains at first base. Cole Ehrman, the batter, the catcher who gets his first playing time, did not play on Wednesday night, coming up from Cal State Fullerton. Mentioned Rick Vanderhook retiring, so when Chris Cota and Kyle Novak were talking, and Tyler Graham was there also. Novak and Graham, both coaches for the Bend Elks, played at Oregon State back in the day. Kyle Novak more recently, graduating after the 2018 season. Here's the first pitch to Cole Ehrman, up high, ball 1. Tyler Graham caught the fly ball that won Oregon State a national championship back in 2006. First national championship in the history of the program. They would win 2 more as the years progress, including one the very next year in 07. Ground ball to the shortstop, fielded and dropped by Tommy Davis, and 2 runners are aboard. Everybody safe. E6 on the play. Cole Ehrman to first. Will Chambers slides in safely at second. And the Raptors' 2nd inning continues. Brings up Trevor Torpa, the left fielder. So with Vanderhook retiring, Tyler Graham wondered about one of his former teammates, Andy Jenkins, who's an assistant coach at Cal State Fullerton, the volunteer assistant. Who knows who will take over the reins at Cal State Fullerton, but those will be big shoes to fill. First pitch to Torpa, outside, ball 1. Trevor did play against Cowlitz on Wednesday night, batted in the 8 hole as he is tonight. Had a couple of singles in a row in the 3rd and 5th innings. His 2nd and 3rd at-bats, an RBI single, and then he scored in the 5th inning with a stolen base as well. 1-0 the count to Trevor Torpa. Bryson Allen looks back at the runner at second. The 1-0 pitch also misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Allen did not like that call from Jordan Shepard. Did look over the plate, perhaps a touch high from Bryson Allen. The lefty with 2 runners aboard and behind, 2 balls and no strikes. Torpa, the right-hand hitter, does not swing at the 2-0. It's inside, gets away from the catcher. Joner tracks it down. The runners do not advance, did not get very far away from home plate. 3-0 the count. Inning should have been over with the ground ball to short, but an error on Tommy Davis extends the inning. Still scoreless here in the bottom of the 2nd with the Raptors at the plate. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Torpa taking. It is a strike. 3-1 the count for Trevor. Where's jersey number 11? He's the left fielder from Kelso, Washington. Clark College. Stands at 6'5", 210 pounds. 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning. The 3-1 pitch hit hard through the 6 hole, a base hit. Rounding third and being waved around initially. Now he'll stop. Going back to third is Will Chambers. Initially, Cota was waving him around and then put up the stop sign. Chambers holds at third. If the cutoff man could have thrown back to third, they would have nabbed him, but nobody was covering third base, and I think that's why Chris Cota waved him around. You can take a giant lead here because if they cut it off, you've got no problem returning to third base. No Bend Elk was covering, so took a big turn around, saw the throw come in, and Chris Cota making the correct judgment to put him back. Would have been thrown out of the plate most likely. Makes the bases loaded with 2 outs on the base hit by Trevor Torpa. Cole Ehrman advances to second. Torpa at first. Will Chambers at third. A visit on the mound. Xander Klaus, the pitching coach. Joey Wong will also assist the Bend Elks. He's with Oregon State right now as an assistant coach. They're in the regionals in Fort Worth. Here's the first pitch to the 9-hole hitter, Tanner Jocks. Laces one to right field, an RBI base hit. Will Chambers scores. The runners hold, and an RBI single for Tanner Jocks. Scores the first run of the ball game. Will Chambers coming home. Cole Ehrman holds at third. It's 1-0 Raptors in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Goes back to the top of the order to Caden Connor, the 7th batter of the inning to come up. An unearned run on Bryson Allen. The 2-out error on the shortstop extended this inning to put 2 runners aboard, and then a pair of singles after that has broken the scoreless tie. It's 1-0. First pitch to Caden Connor is outside, ball one. Connor flew out, went opposite way to left field in his first at-bat, last inning, to lead off for the Raptors. His Cal State Fullerton teammate, Cole Ehrman, standing 90 feet away from home plate. 1-0 pitch. Inside, he likes it, swings hard and foul. That was up by the hands, and he got the barrel around quickly on it and hit it well foul towards the fans on the grassy area beyond the bleachers in the first base side. Nice crowd here at the Rourke today. Milder temperatures than Wednesday, when temperatures are still near 90 degrees at first pitch. At 72 degrees Fahrenheit here today. It'll drop down in the low 60s by the game's conclusion. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 pitch, hit to short. Tommy Davis, a shot to redeem himself. He tries to run it himself to the bag. It's called out at the second base bag. He was safe, and it's called an out to end the inning. Tommy Davis, instead of throwing to second, tried to run it himself to the bag. Stepped on it late, but the call is out at second. And the inning ends with Ridgefield leaving the bases loaded, having scored 1 run. Still an unearned run, and Ridgefield has the advantage as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Thanks for joining us. Ridgefield Raptors baseball continues after this.
Can't remember the last time you had a tall, ice-cold draft beer? Jog your memory at Buffalo Wild Wings for just $3. Stop by B-Dubs now and get Bud Light poured into a tall 22-ounce glass, all for just $3. Remind your mouth what it's been missing. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar! Available at participating locations for a limited time. Dine-in only. Prices may vary. Please drink responsibly. Availability of dine-in varies by location.
Join the Ridgefield Raptors for warm sunshine, great food, and exciting top-level college baseball at the Rourke. Bring your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers for a relaxing night outdoors this season. Your group can welcome us on the Les Schwab left field platform, the Leonard Holmes and Dick Hanna grass berms, or the First Centennial and Wellhaven Pet Health picnic areas. There's nothing like a Ridgefield Raptors summer baseball game. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
A fun first couple innings here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. After 2 innings of play, the Raptors leading 1-0 on 3 hits. The Bend Elks recording 2 hits, stranding a couple in the first inning, and they went down in order in the second. Nick Jennings, having struck out 3 batters, make it 4 already in the first couple innings. He's back to work in the top of the 3rd. First pitch is laced to the third baseman, Cody Darcy, throws across and in time to get Tommy Davis at first base. Davis, who made the inning-ending play at short moments ago, now grounds out on a nice play to Cody Darcy. Retired 5-3, and Darcy with the assist. Nice play by Cody, who is in the middle of transferring from Xavier University to Nichols State. And Darcy playing well at third base. First ball hit to him in this ball game. Back to the top of the order for Bend. Bryce Tweet, the batter, grounded out to first base to lead off the ball game. First pitch swinging, grounded on a couple of hops to second base. John Peck, the throw to first. And Nick Jennings working quite efficiently here in the 3rd inning. Gave up a couple of base hits in the first, and then he is 1 out away from 2 consecutive 1-2-3 innings after a couple ground outs here in the 3rd. Daniel Garcia, the batter, was the first player to get a base hit off of Jennings. Had a single up the middle in the first, was stranded in scoring position. First pitch, a strike from Jennings out of Eastern Oregon. Jennings, who's from Skyview High School, finished his senior season with a .9 ERA. The 1 pitch is a ball, 1-1 the count. 3 wins and 22 strikeouts in 22 innings pitched back in that senior year at Skyview High. 1-1 pitch is a ball, 2-1 the count. Outfield playing pretty far in on Daniel Garcia. Left-hand hitter against the righty in Jennings. 2-1 pitch, breaking ball, misses down and away. 3-1 the count, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the third inning. It's the Bend Elks yet to score. Ridgefield 1, having scored an unearned run in the bottom of the second. Here in the top of the third, it's a 3-1 count. Garcia checks his swing. He did go around, strike 2. Full count on Daniel Garcia. First full count we've seen for either team today. Top of the third inning. And a chance to put another 1-2-3 frame. Got him looking on the 3-2 pitch. Another strikeout for Nick Jennings. He's up to 5 punch-outs on the day. A couple straight innings facing the minimum. He has pitched 3 scoreless frames. Ridgefield comes back up to the plate in the bottom of the third, leading 1-0. This is Ridgefield Raptors baseball.
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings gets you more for less with buy one, get one free traditional wings every Tuesday. It's like diving for pearls and finding the lost city of Atlantis. And they've got BOGO free wings. Get yours for dine-in, takeout, or delivery on Wing Tuesdays at B-Dubs. BOGO of equal value at participating locations. Not valid with other offers. Size exclusions apply while supplies last. Limit 1. Delivery and takeout limited time. Delivery offer valid on Buffalo Wild Wings website and app subject to availability. Fees may apply plus taxes.
A lot has changed in Clark County since C-Tran began service in 1981. We've changed with it. 30 bus routes, 2 bus rapid transit projects, and millions of rides later, C-Tran has grown into an award-winning transit system serving Clark County, including the city limits of Ridgefield. Please join C-Tran in celebrating an amazing 40 years serving you, our community, with activities happening in 2021. Look for details at c-tran.com, and thank you for 40 great years.
Welcome back to the Rourke as we head to the bottom of the third inning. John Peck to lead things off for the Raptors, as Ridgefield was a couple batters away from batting around the order in the second inning. John Peck and Corey Morales were the only 2 players to not get a plate appearance against the Elks last inning. They will be the first 2 batters of the third. First pitch to John Peck is hit hard to left center field. Going back on it as Bryce Tweet has a play, camps under it, and calmly pulls it in. 1 pitch, 1 out for John Peck, who flies out. It's a 1-0 ball game with the Raptors leading. Ridgefield scoring their 1 run last inning. It went ground out, single, strikeout, error, single, single. That scored the run, and it probably should have been more with Tanner Jocks after his RBI single. Looked like Caden Connor had gotten a fielder's choice where Jocks was safe at second on the next play. Here's the first pitch to Corey Morales is a strike. 0-1 the count, 1 away. Morales flew out to center field, similarly to what you just saw from John Peck. If you're watching the live stream on YouTube or listening in, thanks for joining us. Strike 2 from Bryson Allen, the lefty who's back in for his 3rd inning of work. No balls and 2 strikes to Corey Morales, lefty on lefty here. The 0-2 pitch swung on, grounded to first base, and foul from Morales. Playing first base today, filling in for Will Chambers, who moved to the DH slot. Morales in an 0-2 hole. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch, outside, ball 1. Chris Cota, a little more, a few more choices to work with in tonight's ball game than Wednesday, with Morales and Cole Ehrman, 2 of the players coming in. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Morales chases it in the dirt for strike 3, tagged out at the plate. 2 away for the Bend Elks here in the third. Bryson Allen getting his first strikeout of the ball game. His counterpart in Nick Jennings has already struck out 5 on the game. First punch out for Allen brings up Tafton Hensley with the bases clean, and 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Raptors up 1-0. Hits it to right center field, tailing towards the alley. It'll land for a base hit and get almost all the way to the wall. Fielded by the center fielder Tweet. Hensley cruises into second for a 2-out stand-up double for the College of the Canyons product. Extends the third inning and gets another man in scoring position for the Ridgefield Raptors. Brings up his college teammate and Will Chambers. The designated hitter singled in his only other at-bat. His first hit of the season, has gotten on base 3 out of 6 times in his young Ridgefield Raptors career. First pitch from Allen, off speed, misses. Brett Joner sliding to the far batter's box to field that one towards the Bend Elks dugout, and head coach Kyle Novak, national champion in 2018 for the Oregon State Beavers, defeating Arkansas in 3 games. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Allen. Hit hard but out of play. First base side over the bleachers. Good amount of wind here tonight, blowing from left to right field. You could see it tail that double from Hensley. It started towards center field, a bit toward right, and ended up right towards the alley in right center. 1-1 pitch, down low, ball 2. And would have hit the wall on one hop had Tweet not gotten there in time. Good wheels from Bryce Tweet, the center fielder, but no chance to get Taft and Hensley at second. Looks back in the runner, not being held on. 2-1 pitch, hit to right field, playable for McCautry. Going back on it, he'll keep going, and gone from Will Chambers. Gets a hold of one. The wind helped a little bit, and Will Chambers gets a 2-out, 2-run home run for the Raptors, who lead 3-0. Chambers swinging a big bat and gets his first home run of the season. A switch hitter launches one to right field, and the Raptors lead 3-0. He made a change of plans on the bat today. I was talking to him in pregame, and he used his burgundy-colored bat on Wednesday. He said, I'm making a change. I'm using the black-colored bat tonight. The next batter for Ridgefield is Cody Darcy. Bases empty, 2 outs, a 3-0 lead for Ridgefield in the bottom of the 3rd. Will said the black one is a little lighter, 31 ounces compared to 32, I think the other one was. Darcy checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Strike 1, 1-1 the count. And Chambers says, once I get hot with this one, then I'll switch to the red one and really hit the ball hard. And apparently he changed his mind, used the red one, and got a home run out of it. Swung on in the 1-1 pitch. Darcy misses, strike 2. 2 outs, nobody on. Chambers said, when I talked to him the other day, he said, when I hit this one on the barrel, when he's talking about the red bat, he said, hit it well. It sounds like a watermelon falling off a bridge. Hit a home run with that bat here in the season opener. 1-2 pitch is grounded up the middle for a base hit. Cody Darcy extends the inning. 3rd base runner of the frame for Ridgefield, having already plated 2 runs. It's a 3-0 game with Darcy aboard at first. And it brings up Cole Ehrman with 2 outs. Ehrman also had 2 outs when he came to the plate in the 2nd inning, grounded to short. An error on the shortstop extended the frame, and Ridgefield took advantage with 1 run across in the most recent inning. Again to the plate, 2 outs, and again with 1 runner on. So same situation. First pitch tails away, ball 1 to Cole Ehrman, playing catcher today. So after the unearned run in the 2nd inning, Bryson Allen gives up 2 earned runs on the homer. Now behind 1-0, Ehrman chops it back to the pitcher. Tough play. He will let the catcher take it, Joner, and it gets by the first baseman into right field. Cody Darcy will round 3rd and head to the plate. Darcy will score with a slide, no throw at the plate. And Ridgefield has scored 3 runs in the inning and lead it 4-0. Cole Ehrman gets all the way around to 3rd base. It was a tough play where at first it looked like Bryson Allen, the pitcher, was going to field it. Then he let Brett Joner take it and probably would have had the out in time had it been fielded cleanly by the first baseman, but Garcia couldn't handle it. He is looking into the sun. It's ruled an error. And Cole Ehrman has gotten aboard twice on errors. Ridgefield leads at 4-0. Trevor Torpa, the next batter. Call it E3 on the play. It looked like the throw was located well to first base. Perhaps he lost it in the sun or just misplayed it. Went all the way into right field before Colton McCautry finally got it back in. The 1-0 pitch up. Ball 2 to Trevor Torpa, who had a single in the 2nd inning. So Cole Ehrman standing at 3rd base. Ridgefield leading 4-0. Bottom of the 3rd inning, 2 outs. 2 balls and no strikes, the count to Trevor Torpa. Allen, the lefty, fires a two-seam fastball, is fouled all the way towards the adjoining baseball field where some middle schoolers are practicing behind the first base side here at the Rourke. 53 acres of beautiful turf, multi-purpose field here at the Rourke. 2 balls and 1 strike inside, ball 3. Runner on third, 2 outs. Trevor Torpa, the 6'5" right-hand hitter, working against the southpaw and Bryson Allen. Torpa 1 for 1 on the day. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Just got the outer corner. It'll be a full count for Bryson Allen. With 2 outs and a runner on third. Ridgefield already scoring 3 in the inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Inside, brushed him back, walked him on 6 pitches, and Torpa is aboard for the first walk issued by either pitcher tonight. So runners on the corners for the first time. Bryson Allen will get a chat from pitching coach Xander Klaus, and they'll make a move to the bullpen here in the 3rd inning. So Bryson Allen's day is done, having given up 2 earned runs, 4 total runs. He is not responsible for the runners in 1st and 3rd since Ehrman got aboard on an error, so his line will be 2 earned runs and 4 runs total. He ends up working 2 2/3 innings on the day and gave up 7 hits on the ball game, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and it was that walk that ultimately got him out of the ball game. Coming in for the Bend Elks, new pitcher is Nate Wenzel, a right-hander, 6'5" from Pierce College. So Nate Wenzel will get his first playing time of the 2021 season. Coming in with 2 runners aboard and 2 outs. Comes from Mercer Island, Washington, so coming back home to play in the Northwest for Bend, located in Central Oregon, obviously. Had 21 innings of work for Pierce College this spring. Pitched 3 appearances, has good length, so he'll be a long reliever perhaps for Bend. His 3 appearances, averaged 7 innings in those games. Ended up with an ERA of 2.57, faced Tacoma, Centralia, and Green River. Listed as a first baseman and pitcher. He goes both ways. He also started 13 games as a hitter, hit .364 for Pierce College with a home run and a couple of triples. But he'll be a pitcher now for the Bend Elks, and trying to get out of this 3rd inning that's caused some fits for the Elks. And it was the 3rd inning on Wednesday night when Ridgefield got way ahead of Cowlitz, scoring 4 runs in that frame, using 4 walks and 5 hits in that 3rd inning to take a big lead over the Black Bears. And similarly here, Ridgefield scoring multiple runs, a crooked number on the board in the 3rd. It's 4-0 is the score. The next batter for the Raptors is Tanner Jocks, the 9-hole hitter. Playing shortstop, has an RBI single under his belt today. The Linfield product steps in. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. And a 4-0 lead for the Raptors here in the bottom of the 3rd. So Nate Wenzel, the new pitcher. First pitch to Jock, swung on and missed. Talked with Tanner before this ball game about what he wants to work on as he heads towards his next year at Linfield. Played formerly at Skagit Valley. So pitch selection is the main thing as a hitter. It's the pitches up high are his weak point. Has a sweet tooth for pitches up in the zone. Strike 2 to Tanner Jocks. He had 3 dingers late in the season. Said he went through a slump in the middle part of the year, but came on hot at the end, and asked him where those pitches were. If they weren't up high, he said middle in mostly when he hits home runs. 0-2 the count to Tanner Jocks. Swung on and hit foul first base side to extend the at-bat. Runners on 1st and 3rd. That's Cole Ehrman in scoring position. Trevor Torpa at 1st. Tanner Jocks just met his head coach, Chris Coda. Says he likes him. His first impression or first time meeting him recently, it was his own head coach at Linfield who set it up to get him a short-term contract here with the Raptors. He hopes to extend that and play the whole season for Ridgefield if the opportunity arises. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners aboard. Foul tip off of the bat of Tanner Jocks. Brett Joner couldn't hold on to it. Skips away from the catcher. And we'll see the 5th pitch of the at-bat. 2 straight foul balls from Tanner Jocks. It was a 2-out RBI single last inning for Jocks. Here's the 0-2. Does not swing, down in the dirt. Ball 1. Good block from Joner, the catcher. Both runners hold. Jocks isn't the biggest kid. Says himself he stands at 5'10". He's listed at the same 5'10", 165. Breaking ball misses. Got him in a pickle. The throw from the catcher goes into center field. A run will score. Ehrman trots down as Trevor Torpa, perhaps intentionally, was trying to get in a pickle on the 1-2 pitch. The throw from Joner got into center field. Ehrman sprinted down the base path. Torpa was stealing on the play and then just stopped about halfway between first and second and then sprinted to second. And it's now a 2-2 count for Jocks. A 5-0 lead now for the Ridgefield Raptors, and still a runner in scoring position. Jocks swings and misses. Strike 3 and the inning is over. So that funky little stolen base earns an extra run for Ridgefield. They put up 4 in the inning. We head to the top of the 4th inning. The Raptors lead it 5-0 here in Ridgefield.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel in the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
Through 3 innings of play at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex for the Bend Elks, no runs on 2 hits, 3 errors. They did rule that last play an error on Bend on the throw down to second base. So no runs for the Elks. For Ridgefield, 5 runs on 7 hits, no errors for the Raptors. We head to the top of the 4th inning with Nick Jennings remaining in the game, the starting pitcher, providing some much-needed innings eaten up by the starter. We'll face Riley Quinton, the leadoff hitter for Bend. Ridgefield only having, I believe it's 7 pitchers available for the weekend. And the problem is not so much tonight. His first pitch, a ball outside to Quinton. 1-0 the count, a 5-0 lead for Ridgefield as we lead off the 4th inning. The 1-0 pitch from Nick Jennings, off-speed fouled back, 1-1 the count. The problem is more tomorrow and Sunday, because if you've only got 7 pitchers and 2 of them you can't use because you've got to have some starting pitchers for Saturday and Sunday. So really you're trying to not use the bullpen too much tonight so that you can have some options tomorrow and Sunday, and more pitchers will come in as colleges finish their respective seasons. Ground ball to short. Tanner Jocks fields on a couple of hops, throws across to first, and got him by 2 or 3 strides at first. Riley Quinton retired, 6-3 on the play. Eun-Song Yu to the plate, the third baseman, with 1 out and nobody on. Nick Jennings having retired now 8 Elks in a row after giving up a 2-out single in the first. Struck out the next batter to end the inning. That was Eun-Song Yu, who had that 2-out single but was stranded at first. First pitch is a ball to Yu. Here in the top of the 4th inning, 1 out, nobody on. Breaking ball, misses ball 2. Getting behind a hitter, a rare occasion tonight for Nick Jennings out of Eastern Washington. The 6'2" Vancouver native winds, kicks in. This one in the zone, popped way up in the air. It'll get backwards out of play. Lands on the press box here behind home plate. The wind still blowing from left field towards right. Not quite as hot as it was on Wednesday, and it feels good. Upper 60s now in Ridgefield. 2-1 pitch, up high, ball 3 from Jennings. Usan Yu, the third baseman, born in South Korea, grew up in Seattle. Played the last couple of years for Bucknell University. He's ahead, 3 balls and 1 strike. Jennings, a fastball hit towards second base, a liner caught by John Peck, and gets Yu out. L4 on the play, 2 outs, and 9 straight set down by Nick Jennings. So all the way through the order brings up Eamon Velarde, listed as a pitcher on the Bend Elks lineup. He's going both ways now for Bend. Played at Feather River College last few years. First pitch to Velarde is a strike. Wanted to be a two-way player, but was told if he's going to go D1, you've got to be just a pitcher and focus on that. Ultimately decided to go D2, so he can hit and pitch. The 0-1 is outside, ball 1 with 2 outs, nobody on. A 5-0 lead for the Raptors in the top of the 4th. Velarde only had 1 at-bat for Feather River this spring. Made the most of it, an RBI base hit. And here he is against Ridgefield. Breaking ball misses in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-1. Velarde did pitch as well. Had a 3.0 ERA in 10 appearances. Going to Hawaii Hilo, a D2 school in the Pacific. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. Against the left-hand hitting Eamon Velarde, switch hitter in fact. Breaking ball way outside all the way to the screen. 3-1 the count from Jennings. Trying to go double digits if he can get Velarde out 10 in a row. Would be set down by Nick Jennings, the starting pitcher, who has outlasted his counterpart. Bryson Allen going 2 2/3 innings, 4 runs, 2 earned. Nick Jennings, meanwhile, has not allowed a run. Has gone 3 2/3 innings so far. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed by Velarde. The designated hitter now has a full count upcoming. First game between these two organizations tonight. They'll face each other 5 more times as the season goes along. Here's the payoff pitch on the hand, swung on and missed. Strike 3, and a 3rd consecutive 1-2-3 inning for Nick Jennings. Picks up his 6th strikeout along the way. Jennings looking great for the Raptors. They're up by 5 as we head to the last of the 4th. The Raptors 5, the Bend Elks yet to score.
Oh, I love family road trips. Wind in my ears, treats in my mouth, and peace of mind knowing Les Schwab did our tires, brakes, and alignment. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
Les Schwab Tires, proud to be ranked #1 in overall customer satisfaction for aftermarket tire replacement by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
At Clark Public Utilities, we know you depend on electricity every day. And even though our offices remain closed, we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, by phone, online, and email. The past year has brought changes to many in our community, with lost jobs or reduced working hours, disrupted childcare, and the challenge of teaching the kids. If you've been financially impacted by the pandemic and can't pay your utility bill, call us or send an email right away. Eligibility for payment assistance has been expanded so more households may qualify. Through it all, we're always here to provide you with safe and reliable service, and we're ready to help. Clark Public Utilities, ranked highest in customer satisfaction among residential mid-size utilities in the West by J.D. Power, 13 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2020 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Clark Public Utilities, we're always here.
First pitch swung on by Caden Connor, and the left fielder can't get it. Dropped it in left field on a diving play. Connor cruises into second to start off the 4th inning, and it will go down as the 8th hit of the ball game for the Raptors. Give him a double on the play is the ruling. Caden Connor, his second double in as many games in a Raptors uniform. Connor leads off the 4th inning with that 2-bagger. Ridgefield leading 5-0 with Nate Wenzel back on the mound for the Bend Elks. Wenzel came in last inning in relief. First pitch is a ball to John Peck, the second baseman. Wenzel came in with 2 runners aboard and 2 outs and managed to get a strikeout of Tanner Jocks, but during the at-bat, a run scored on a stolen base attempt with runners on the corners that got Cole Ehrman home. So it's a 5-0 ball game. In under the hands on the 1-0 pitch, ball 2 to John Peck. So runner on second, no outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ridgefield scoring 1 run in the second and 4 runs in the third. So both games so far this season for Ridgefield, they scored 4 runs in each 3rd inning. Strike 1 on a swing from John Peck. Missed the 2-0 pitch. Peck from Pepperdine. Caden Connor from Cal State Fullerton. Those 2 players, the top 2 players in the order. Caden Connor leading off the first couple games and has 3 hits already on the season. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Wenzel, hit off the hands and foul. Ball 2. A lot of other players coming in over the next couple of weeks for the Raptors, as are all West Coast League teams. Perhaps none more than the Bend Elks. They only have, I believe it's 1, according to their coaches. Tyler Graham said, we only have 2 players on the roster right now who aren't on 10-day contracts, and one of them is at prom tonight. He is Mason Guerra, who's heading to Oregon State, an incoming freshman, local kid. Unavailable tonight. 2-2 pitch gets away from the catcher. It's called a strike, so John Peck will be tagged out at the plate for a strikeout, 1 away, and leaves Caden Connor at second base. Corey Morales, the batter. So pretty much every player on the Bend Elks roster is a temporary fill-in. So when we see the Bend Elks again in mid-June and then July, it will be a vastly different look of a Bend Elks team with all their expected players, many of them playing in regionals around the country for their respective D1 programs or wherever they may be, finishing up their schooling and heading over to Bend. So the first couple of weeks will be a mix of players to piece it together for Kyle Novak's staff for the Bend Elks. First pitch of the at-bat upcoming for Corey Morales. Swings up high and misses it from Nate Wenzel. Righty on righty here with 1 out, runner on second. Raptors 5, Bend Elks yet to score. It's the bottom of the 4th inning. Big hole in left center field for Morales. Outfield playing pretty deep. Wind is dying down a touch. Wenzel uncorks the 0-1 pitch. Fouled out of play on the third base side. Morales playing first base today. Is 0 for 2 on the ball game. Speaking of players in regionals around the country who are coming into the Ridgefield roster, all West Coast League teams for that matter, both teams. And the 0-2 pitch down in the dirt, ball 1 and 2. The Fort Worth regional at TCU, where Oregon State and Dallas Baptist met for the first game of that regional, a game rife with players who have signed to either the Ridgefield Raptors or Bend Elks rosters, who obviously are not here in time for the season opener between the Raptors and the Elks. Dallas Baptist winning that game in a 6-5 thriller. 1-2 pitch, also down low, ball 2, 2-2 the count, runner on second, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning with Ridgefield leading 5-0. Dallas Baptist holding on 6-5 despite a 3-run homer by Greg Fuchs, Oregon State's player who will be heading to the Bend Elks when he finishes up the season with Oregon State. 2-2 pitch, getting out in front of it. Morales swings and misses. 2 straight strikeouts for Nate Wenzel, who has retired all 3 of his outs via a strikeout. Got a strikeout swinging of Tanner Jocks to end the third, his first at bat, first batter faced when he came in relief, and then has struck out the next 2 outs. But in the middle of that was a leadoff double by Caden Connor, who remains at second as Tafton Hensley digs in. Ball 1 to the College of the Canyons center fielder. Brett Joner goes out to scoop it up and make sure Connor can't sprint to third. Caden Connor on base for the first time today, had a fly out to left and a fielder's choice. Had that double to lead things off to left field that Riley Quinton couldn't hold on to. Would have been a tough play, diving for it, ruled a hit. Off the hands and fouled straight back. 1-1 the count for Tafton Hensley. Will Chambers on deck, had the 2-run home run last inning. Caden Connor was the only player to not hit in that 4-run third inning. Made the most of his at-bat here in the fourth, doubling. Off speed up high, ball 2 to Hensley, who had a double of his own to get things started. In that third inning, Ridgefield scored 4 runs despite having the first 2 hitters get out. It was a 2-out rally. It went double, home run, single, error, walk to score 4. 2-1 the count from Wenzel, hit up in the air. Should be playable first base side. Both infielders tracking towards it. It'll be the first baseman making the catch. Garcia hauls it in to end the inning. A leadoff double for Caden Connor, but he's stranded there at second. And that ends the frame as Ridgefield finally goes scoreless. Still a 5-0 ball game with the Ridgefield Raptors leading. The Bend Elks will bring up Colton McCautry when we return with Nick Jennings on a hot streak. 3 straight innings facing the minimum for the right-hander out of Eastern Oregon. Stay with us here for more Ridgefield Raptors baseball.
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings has bundles of wings and fries so you can get more for less. With individual size bundles starting at just $9.99 and the 40-wing family XL bundle for only $39.99. It doesn't take a degree in chicken economics to know a good deal when it's pecking you in the face. Order wing bundles for takeout or delivery, part of the win-win value lineup at B-Dubs. At participating locations for a limited time only for takeout or delivery through Buffalo Wild Wings app and website. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Taxes extra.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud.
Nick Jennings back to work as we open up the top of the 5th inning. Thanks for joining us at the Rourke, wherever you're watching or listening. First pitch of ball from Jennings with Ridgefield leading 5-0 in the top of the 5th inning. Jennings doing great work so far. Ball 2 outside, 2-0. He gave up 2 singles in the first inning, stranded both of those players with a strikeout to end the first, and he's allowed no hits, no walks, anything since then. 2-0 pitch. Fastball in there. Strike 1 to Colton McCautry. Struck out looking in the second inning. And Jennings has retired 10 in a row now. 2-1 pitch from Jennings, swung on and missed. 2-2 the count for Jennings, who has struck out 6 so far. He has submitted 0 walks, no hit by pitches. It's just been those 2 singles in the first, the only 2 runners. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed again. Strike 3 for Nick Jennings, 7th punch out of the ball game, and we're only in the 5th inning. Second straight strikeout for Jennings. And second inning where he's led off with a strikeout. Brings up Brett Joner, who grounded out to second in the second inning. 1 out, nobody on righty here. Laced down the right field line and tails foul out of play on the first pitch of the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Ridgefield leading by 5, having recorded 8 hits in the ball game. Bend with just 2 hits and not helping their case with 3 errors so far. The 0-1 pitch from Jennings, a fastball, swung on and missed. That fastball is getting by these Bend hitters. 0-2 the count. Bend coming off a victory in their non-league opener, defeating Northwest Star Academy, essentially the feeder team for the Ridgefield Raptors. Jennings kicks on the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. A 3-pitch punch out for Nick Jennings and 3 straight strikeouts for the Eastern Oregon product. 2 away here in the top of the 5th inning. Jennings has put down 12 Elks in a row. Austin Hauk, the batter. He struck out in his 2nd inning at bat. Player from Hofstra swings and misses at the first delivery. Hitting 136 for Hofstra, comes out of Archbishop Murphy High School in Everett. Played for Everett Community College a couple of years. Had a gold glove at second base. 0-1 the pitch. And is a strike. 0-2 the count from Nick Jennings, the right-hander, who is in a zone right now for the Raptors. 2 strikeouts in the frame already. Here's the 0-2. Down the pipe, got him looking. He strikes out the side, including a couple 3-pitch strikeouts. He has struck out 4 in a row, 9 on the ball game, and he has put 13 bend hitters out in a row. It's still a 5-0 ball game with the Ridgefield Raptors leading, and they're coming to the plate in the bottom of the 5th.
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings gets you more for less. With buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. It's like finding extra fries at the bottom of your bag, but they're boneless wings, and there's twice as many of them. What is this sorcery? It's Boneless Thursdays at B-Dubs, available for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. BOGO of equal value at participating locations. Not valid with other offers. Size exclusions apply while supplies last. Limit 1. Delivery and takeout limited time. Delivery offer valid on Buffalo Wild Wings website and app, subject to availability. Fees may apply, plus taxes.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, regional and express service to Portland, and connector service within the city limits of Camas, La Center, and Ridgefield. And if you don't have cash, no problem. C-Tran now accepts digital payments with Hop FastPass. So hit a home run and leave the driving to us. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Bottom of the 5th inning here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Been a fast game, only lasting an hour and 10 minutes so far, and we are halfway through. Will Chambers steps to the plate. He's 2 for 2, a single and a dinger on the day. Singled in the 2nd inning, was stranded at 3rd, and in the 3rd inning came up to the plate with 2 outs after Tafton Hensley's double, and Chambers hit one up in the air to right field, and it carried and went all the way out over the fence in right field for the first homer of the 2021 season, not only for Will Chambers, but the Ridgefield Raptors as a team. Ridgefield getting a home run in the 2019 season as well in the season opener. 0-1 the count, and the pitch is a strike from Nate Wenzel, the relief pitcher coming out for the 3rd inning of work. As we start the bottom of the 5th inning, Wenzel, the right-hander, fastball outside, ball 1, 1-2. Switch righty on lefty here with Will Chambers, a switch hitter. Now goes back to the black bat. He used a different bat to hit the home run, and now uses the black one and hits a ground ball foul in back of home plate. Stays a 1-2 count for Will Chambers from College of the Canyons. Hit the home run off of Bryson Allen, a left-hander. So he's batted from both sides of the plate today. The 1-2 pitch is outside from Nate Wenzel. First time that Wenzel and Chambers have matched up against each other. Wenzel came in that bottom of the 3rd inning and then worked a scoreless 4th. There's the 2-2 pitch. Down the middle, swung on, and missed by Will Chambers. And for the first time today, Will Chambers unable to get aboard. A leadoff strikeout for Nate Wenzel, his 3rd, make it 4th K already. And that's only the 6th batter that he has faced. The only other 2 hitters who didn't strike out were a ground out by Tafton Hensley and a double by Caden Connor. Next batter for the Raptors, Cody Darcy, who had a single and a strikeout so far today. Darcy scored on a wild play in the 3rd inning. First pitch is a ball from Nate Wenzel. Out of the windup with 1 out. The 1-0 pitch inside. Darcy turns away from it. Ball 2 2-0 to Cody with a 5-0 Raptors lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ridgefield already with 8 hits in the ball game. Nate Wenzel comes back 2-0, hit up in the air, will tail foul on the first base side. 2-1 the count, 1 out, nobody on. Cody Darcy scored when he was at first base, a ground ball in between the pitcher and catcher thrown away into right field. He scored from first, swings at the 2-1, fouls it backwards, 2-2 the count. Darcy was sitting behind home plate on Tuesday night when he got his first look at this beautiful ballpark in Ridgefield. And he turned over to me and said, "This is a nice ballpark. This is a great looking place to play." And he's excited to spend the summer here in Ridgefield. 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled back, stays a 2-2 count. When he said that, I told him, "Haven't you played here before? I thought you played in the West Coast League for a couple of years." And indeed he did. He played for the Wenatchee Apple Sox for 2 seasons. Obviously last year canceled, but 2018-2019 he said he did, but he never came to this ballpark. Swung on and down the third baseline, gets by the third baseman Yu, and it goes almost all the way to the fence. Cody Darcy rounds first and cruises into second for a 1-out double. And he is 2 for 3 on the ball game. Darcy down the third base line to put a runner in scoring position. Second straight inning that the Raptors have gotten a double. Make that 3rd straight inning that the Raptors have doubled. Cole Ehrman, the batter, is 0 for 2, but he has a run scored and has gotten on base both times. Has been taking advantage of the Bend Elks infielders. He's gotten on board both times via errors, 2 of the 3 errors. And in fact, he scored on the 3rd error. Bend has recorded 3 errors, and Ehrman was in the middle of all 3 of them. Ball 1 outside from Wenzel. Ehrman scored from third base when the catcher, Brett Joner, threw to second to try to get a Raptor runner stealing from first. Was Torpa, excuse me, and a throw went into center field. So Ehrman had gotten on base on an error and then scored on an error. So he's benefited from 3 different misplays by the Elks. Raptors lead 5-0. Almost swung at the 1-0 pitch. Held back, but it is called a strike. 1-1 the count to Cole Ehrman, playing catcher today from Cal State Fullerton. Cody Darcy standing at second base with 1 out. Wenzel looking back at him. Throws the 1-1, hit towards the first base side. It'll be foul. The question is, will it get out of play? And it does land in the bleachers and bounces up a few rows. Both sides of the ballpark here at the Rourke, with bleachers on the first and third base side and premium chair back seating behind home plate and around the first part of the netting, and then the grassy areas in deep left and right field, and the home run power alley and right center. 1 out, 1 ball and 2 strikes with a runner on second to Cole Ehrman. Here comes Nate Wenzel. That pitch tails downward and was outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count from the right-hander Nate Wenzel, righty on righty, with Cole Ehrman at the plate. Looks back at the runner. Here's the pitch, hit up in the air, could be playable. All three infielders coming in on it. Who's going to call for it? It's the second baseman Hauk who makes the play to catch that ball behind the mound towards the first base side, 2 away. Cody Darcy remains at second after his double. Trevor Torpa steps up with 2 outs. He has gotten on base both times, a single and a walk. He has not scored yet. Ridgefield a 2-out rally in the third to break this game, I won't say open, but extend the lead. It's 5-0 right now for Ridgefield. First pitch is a ball to Trevor Torpa. Mentioned how that regional and Fort Worth rife with players between Oregon State and Dallas Baptist in that game earlier today, that Dallas Baptist won 6-5. A lot of players will be coming to Ridgefield and Bend. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 the count to Torpa. Other players in that game who will be coming to Ridgefield: River Town, Joey Martin, if you remember that name from 2019 for Ridgefield, Micah McDowell, Brady Casper, and Jaron Hunter. All players in one college baseball game who all will play for the Ridgefield Raptors for either Oregon State or Dallas Baptist. The 1-1 pitch hit to right field, playable for Colton McCautry, and he makes the catch looking into the sun to end the inning. So 2 innings in a row, Nate Wenzel gives up a double but strands that player at second base. 2 scoreless innings of work for him, and we are through 5 innings of play. It's a 5-0 Raptors lead, taking on the Bend Elks. To the 6th inning we go.
Can't remember the last time you had a tall, ice-cold draft beer? Jog your memory at Buffalo Wild Wings for just $3. Stop by B-Dubs now and get Bud Light poured into a tall 22-ounce glass, all for just $3. Remind your mouth what it's been missing. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar! Available at participating locations for a limited time. Dine-in only. Prices may vary. Please drink responsibly. Availability of dine-in varies by location.
Join the Ridgefield Raptors for warm sunshine, great food, and exciting top-level college baseball at the Rourke. Bring your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers for a relaxing night outdoors this season. Your group can welcome us on the Les Schwab left field platform, the Leonard Holmes and Dick Hanna grass berms, or the First Centennial and Wellhaven Pet Health picnic areas. There's nothing like a Ridgefield Raptors summer baseball game. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
5-0 lead for the red-clad Ridgefield Raptors. We are through 5 innings here at the Rourke. Ridgefield recording 9 hits. They have stranded 6 runners, but mostly clean baseball for the Raptors. No errors for Ridgefield. They're back out in the field with Nick Jennings returning to the bump. Has gone 5 straight innings, put up 5 goose eggs on the board, striking out 9, including 4 in a row. Struck out the side last inning. And will now face the 9-hole hitter, Tommy Davis, one of the few players who has not struck out against Nick Jennings. He had a ground out to third base back in the 3rd. Here's Nick Jennings with the first pitch of the 6th. Davis fouls it back into the screen. It was an efficient 5th inning for Nick Jennings. Struck out Brett Joner and Austin Houck on a combined 6 pitches and only used, I believe it was 10 pitches in the inning to get 3 strikeouts. Here's the 0-1 pitch, hit towards third base and through the infield. Cody Darcy could not snag it. A leadoff single for Tommy Davis, and the first Bend Elk hitter in 14 batters to reach base. 3rd hit of the game given up by Nick Jennings. He had not given up a hit since the 1st. And we are now back to the top of the order with Bryce Tweet to the plate. So 1 on, nobody out. Ridgefield leading 5-0. Top of the 6th inning. Tommy Davis at first base. Bryce Tweet, who has a pair of ground outs at the plate, pops it up and foul out of play on the first pitch from Nick Jennings. Nick spent this 2021 spring at Eastern Oregon. Pitched 58 innings with a 4.97 ERA. Struck out 59 batters in 58 innings, and even better here against the Bend Elks. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball misses, ball 1. So averaging just over a strikeout per inning, but today he's doing much more than that, averaging almost 2 per inning. Bryce Tweet 0 for 2 at the plate. Runner on first, no outs. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, grounded to second. John Peck makes the grab on 2 bounces, throws to second for the out. No throw on the double play. So a fielder's choice 4-6 with Tanner Jocks recording the putout at second base. It wasn't very well hit towards John Peck, and so Jocks didn't really have a chance to get Bryce Tweet at first. So 1 out, 1 on. Daniel Garcia to the plate. Was the first player of this game to get a base hit. Stranded at second after his first inning single. Garcia struck out in the 3rd inning, 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch to Garcia, down low, ball 1. A 5-0 lead for Ridgefield. Trying to hold on to the lead. They did give up a big lead against Cowlitz on Wednesday night. leading by 8 runs, but ultimately lost 10-8. But as this pitch is fouled off 1-1, I'm sure the bullpen rotation will look a little bit different. There's an exhibition game on Wednesday, just giving some players a chance to work through difficult innings, and now these games count towards the standings. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Nick Jennings, fastball down low. 2-1 the count from Jennings to Daniel Garcia. Garcia from Grand Canyon University, 6 foot 185, bats left against the right-hander in Jennings. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Jennings. Catcher sets up outside. It's again low, trying to work that lower half of the zone, and he's given up 3 balls, having missed that part of the zone a touch. He has not given up a walk today, nor a hit by pitch. He's only needed to strand 2 runners back in the first inning. We finally have another base runner here in the 6th. 1 out, here's the 3-1. Jennings, off speed, fouled back into the netting, makes it a full count for Daniel Garcia. The first baseman at the plate with Bryce Tweet aboard at first. Outfield playing pretty straight up. Center fielder Hensley shifted just a shade towards left field. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the payoff, breaking ball. Fooled but fouled by Garcia. Managed to get a piece of it and stay alive. Jennings, who has been so good on the fastball today, got a couple strikeouts using primarily the fastball in that 5th inning, but used the breaking ball to try to mess with Garcia. Here's the 7th pitch of the plate appearance from Nick Jennings. Again, a breaking ball that missed it. First walk of the ball game by Nick Jennings, and it moves a runner into scoring position for the first time since the first inning. We're in the 6th as Riley Quinton steps to the plate. Got a strikeout and a ground out for the left fielder for the Bend Elks. Ridgefield leading 5-0. Out hitting Bend 9-3 so far in this ball game. 5-run lead for the Raptors, but some danger from the Bend Elks with 1 out, 2 runners aboard. Left-hand hitting Riley Quinton grounds one back up the middle off the glove of the pitcher. John Peckfield steps on second, throws to first. A 1-4-3 double play that knocked the glove off of Nick Jennings, and Peck made the play practically standing on the bag, threw to first, and the inning is over. First double play of the West Coast League season for the Ridgefield Raptors. And Ridgefield again puts up a 0 on the board. 6 scoreless innings of work for Nick Jennings. And Ridgefield back to the plate in the bottom of the 6th, leading 5-0.
A lot has changed in Clark County since C-Tran began service in 1981. We've changed with it. 30 bus routes, 2 bus rapid transit projects, and millions of rides later, C-Tran has grown into an award-winning transit system serving Clark County, including the city limits of Ridgefield. Please join C-Tran in celebrating an amazing 40 years serving you, our community, with activities happening in 2021. Look for details at c-tran.com, and thank you for 40 great years.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Well, Ridgefield still maintaining that 5-0 lead over the Bend Elks as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Looks like a new pitcher for Bend. We're trying to get the number on who the new Elks pitcher is. For Ridgefield, coming to the plate will be the bottom of the lineup with Tanner Jocks to the plate. Had an RBI single in the 2nd And a strikeout in the third. Comes up for his third at-bat here in the sixth inning. Ridgefield scoring 1 run in the second, 4 runs in the third. And then neither team has scored since then. A 5-0 lead with Nick Jennings, the player of the game so far, sitting on 9 strikeouts. Finally had an inning without a strikeout last frame, but a double play helped things out to put another 0 on the scoreboard. And so it's a 5-0 lead for the Bend Elks, or for the Ridgefield Raptors, excuse me. Tanner Jocks to the plate to lead off the bottom of the sixth inning. Ridgefield up 5-0. Outfield playing pretty deep for Jocks. Fists one foul back of the plate. Strike one, 0-1 the count. Talked to Tanner before this game and asked him about what it was like to get the start in the season opener for Ridgefield on Wednesday night in that exhibition matchup against Cowlitz. And he said, I felt good, but I did feel a little nerves right as I stepped out on the field and felt the fans there for the first time. 0-1 the count, and swung on a miss by Jocks. Actually tipped it into the glove of Brett Joner. Popped out of the glove. Strike two. Most of these players will be either playing in front of fans for the first time in the West Coast League season or more fans, with most teams around the country limiting attendance, sometimes just families or 15% capacity, whatever it may be. And so for a lot of the players, that was the biggest crowd they had played in front of in 2 years or more. And Tanner Jocks included, the Linfield senior to be. The 0-2 pitch is inside, nearly hit him, ball one. Tanner said, yeah, looked at the crowd as I was stepping out there, felt a little nervous, but it went away fast, and he played well, had a 2 RBI hit yesterday to help Ridgefield take the lead against Cowlitz. The 1-2 pitch off speed outside, ball two. 2-2 the count to Tanner Jocks, the 5'10" right-hander. Steps back in, adjusts the gloves. Behind him, we'll go back to the top of the order, and Caden Connor. 2-2 pitch off speed is hit to short. And grab made by Davis, throws across and gets him by a step. And the leadoff man, Tanner Jocks, is retired, 1 away in the bottom of the sixth inning. Ridgefield with 9 hits on the ball game, utilizing 3 errors as well of the Elks. They've left 6 runners on base, including 3 times leaving a runner in scoring position. Struck out 5 times so far, mostly been Nate Wenzel, who gives way after a solid 2 1/3 innings of work. Wenzel giving up no earned runs in the ball game. Inside on the first pitch to Caden Connor, who is 1 for 3 in the ball game. A double to lead off the 4th inning. Was stranded there at second. Cal State Fullerton Titan has a 1-0 count. And it's in there for a strike, 1-1. Went opposite way for that double. It popped in and out of the glove of the left fielder Riley Clinton, laying out for that fly ball and just couldn't make the catch. It was ruled a hit, and Connor got into second standing up. 1-1 the count for Caden Connor. Swings at the pitch inside and misses it. 1-2 with 1 out, nobody on. Ridgefield leading 5-0 as we stand in the bottom half of the 6th inning. First game of the West Coast League season. One of these teams will have a winning percentage of 100, and one of them will sit at 0. 1-2 the pitch, way outside, ball 2. Ridgefield and Bend will face each other 9 times this year. It's the only team in the West Coast League that Ridgefield will play 3 series against. Pretty much every team they play twice, a pair of 3-game series, home and home. 2-2 pitch is lined towards the shortstop on one hop. Davis makes the throw deep in the hole, and he gets Caden Connor. Well played by Tommy Davis to throw him out, and Caden Connor just barely thrown out at first base. 2 away here in the 6th inning. John Peck to the plate. Made an athletic double play to end the top of the 6th inning. Ball went off the glove of Nick Jennings. The glove flew off his hand, and the ball continued going up the middle and slowed it down for John Peck, who made the grab right next to second base, stepped on the pillow, and threw to first. First pitch is way outside. Ball 1 to John Peck. Righty on righty matchup. 2 outs, nobody on. Ridgefield up 5-0. First home run of the season by Will Chambers earlier today. A 2-run shot for him. 1-0 pitch. Down low, ball 2. When Ridgefield and Bend finish this series, Ridgefield will have a day off on Monday and then have another 3-game series Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday against the Portland Pickles, and then head on the road the next 3 days to Yakima Valley. 2-0 pitch in there right down Main Street. Strike 1, 2-1 the count, 2 away. John Peck at the plate. Ridgefield will play Bend again not too long from now, June 15th through the 17th. That one down in Central Oregon, and they'll play again for a 3-game series in July. 2-1 pitch inside, but swung on, popped up into shallow right field. McCautry has a play and pulls it in to end the inning. A 1-2-3 frame as Ridgefield unable to get anything going in the 6th inning. They still lead 5-0. And a good night so far for the Raptors. We'll see if Nick Jennings comes back out to throw for Ridgefield in the 7th. Either way, a great performance by Jennings and the Raptors so far. Stay with us for more Ridgefield Raptors baseball.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel in the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
New pitcher for the Ridgefield Raptors after a marvelous outing by the starting pitcher Nick Jennings. Did exactly what Chris Cota needed for this Ridgefield pitching staff, and Daniel Barato, the pitching coach for Ridgefield, needing some innings for a bullpen that does not have a whole lot of players available early on in the season for the Raptors. 6 innings taken up by Nick Jennings. No runs, no earned runs, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 1 walk on the start for Nick Jennings, in position for the win if the bullpen can hang on. First up out of the pen for Ridgefield is Jacob Freed, a lengthy right-hander out of Loyola Marymount in Los Angeles, comes from Seattle. And now pitching in Ridgefield, he is a rising sophomore, 6'6", 190 pounds. And he comes in with a 5-0 lead, with the Bend Elks coming to the plate in the top of the 7th inning. Unsong Yu, the hitter for the Bend Elks, has a single and a line out in his 2 at-bats today, and tries to do some damage against a pitching staff for Ridgefield that has allowed nothing so far. Unsong Yu, born in Yongin City, South Korea, in the Seoul capital area, grew up in Seattle and hit .230 for Bucknell this spring. First pitch bounces in the dirt and picked by Cole Ehrman, the catcher, from the hand of Jacob Freed, the right-hander, coming in relief, first relief pitcher of the ball game. 1-0 the count from Jacob Freed. Winds and just misses the zone on the 1-0. So gets behind Unsong Yu, the third baseman. What a day for Nick Jennings, the Eastern Oregon Mountaineer. 6 scoreless innings of work in the season opener. 2-0 pitch, misses down and away, ball 3. Jacob Freed did pitch on Wednesday night against Cowlitz. Freed went 2 innings, gave up 1 run. was the third pitcher of that ball game, pitched the 4th and 5th innings. The 3-0 pitch, bounces it and issues a 4-pitch walk to Eun-Song Yu. When he came in the 4th and 5th innings, was pretty efficient. 2 straight outs, a single, did no harm in the 4th, but then gave up a leadoff home run in the 5th, but then scoreless after that. So it didn't issue any walks in those 2 innings of work, but now a 4-pitch base on balls to Eun-Song Yu. Brings up Eamon Velarde with a runner on first. That is the first time this ball game, the last inning was the first time this ball game a leadoff hitter had gotten aboard, and now Bend has gotten the leadoff hitter on base in the 6th and 7th innings. Looks like a pinch hitter for Bend. Eamon Velarde will be replaced by Cooper Browning. Righty on righty for the pinch hitter. Velarde is a switch hitter, but they bring in a right-hand hitter, and Browning, 5'7" out of Linfield. Jacob Freed, first pitch is down, ball 1. Runner on first, no outs. Freed has thrown 5 pitches so far in this relief outing. All 5 have been balls. So Browning comes in for the designated hitter in Eamon Velarde. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Freed catches the outside corner. Strike 1 from Jacob Freed. To Cooper Browning, the pinch hitter. One and one the count with a runner on first. A short lead off for Yu. And strike 2 again on the outer half from Jacob Freed. Infield in double play depth. Eun-Song Yu takes a 2-step lead with the first baseman holding him on in the form of Corey Morales. The 1-2 pitch with no outs, grounded foul to stay alive for Browning. Goes towards the on-deck circle where Colton McCautry is standing. 2 strikeouts on the day. The 5 and 6 hole hitters for Bend have come up to the plate 4 times, struck out all 4 times against Nick Jennings, who had 9 punch-outs on the game. Velarde is the one being replaced right now. He had 2 strikeouts swinging. Cooper Browning trying to do something productive in the 5-hole. Here's the 1-2 pitch, just misses the outer half. Jacob Freed can't quite get that call from Jordan Shepard, the home plate umpire. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, runner on first. A 5-0 lead for Ridgefield. We stand in the top of the 7th. Freed, the 2-2 pitch, way outside, ball 3. And a full count for Jacob Freed, who was ahead 1 ball and 2 strikes. This at-bat went ball, strike, strike, foul ball, ball, ball. And we are at a 3-2 count. Runner on first, no outs. Here's the payoff pitch from Freed. In the zone, chopped towards third base. Cody Darcy waits on it, 2 hops, goes the short way to second and gets the lead runner. Would have been a tough play even at first, and he goes to second and gets Eun-Song Yu at the bag. And a fielder's choice, 5-4 on the play. Browning reaches first base on the play. Yu is retired. And so 1 out, 1 on for Colton McCautry, the left-hand hitter. So righty on lefty, advantage batter here with 1 out, 1 on. Freed gets him to swing and miss on the pitch down low. Jacob Freed, a lengthy kid. He walked in the other day when meeting his teammates on Tuesday night, the day before the opener, wearing a Philadelphia 76ers shirt. 0-1 pitch from Freed outside, ball 1. 1-1, 1 out, 1 runner on first. And I said, you play at Loyola Marymount and you're from Seattle. How'd you become a Sixers fan? And he said, well, it's a long story, but it's from the process era, which is, 5-6 years ago started. Pitch inside, ball 2, 2-1 the count with 1 out. So perhaps a big Joel Embiid fan who stands only about 7 inches taller than Jacob Freed, which is much less than most people. 6'5", 6'6", and Jacob Freed. The 2-1 pitch down in the dirt, 3-1, blocked by Cole Ehrman. Holds the runner at first, and Cooper Browning. So with 1 out, Jacob Freed has walked 1 batter and has gotten to a 3-ball count to all 3 hitters he's faced. Here's the 3-1. It just misses. Looked like it was right over the plate. Must have been just below the knees, and he has walked 2 of the first 3 batters he faces here in the 7th. A 5-pitch base on balls for Colton McCautry. Moves Cooper Browning to second and brings up Brett Joner with a ground ball out and a strikeout in his 2 at-bats. Righty on righty in this 1-out matchup here in the top of the 7th. Ridgefield up by 5. Joner swings at the first offering and misses it. Strike 1. Jacob Freed ahead of the hitter. A first pitch strike for the first time for the sophomore. Short lead off at second base for Browning. They're not holding on the runner at first in the form of McCautry. Fouled off into the netting on the 0-1. So for the first time, he's had 0-2 for Jacob Freed. Trying to get Ridgefield into the win column and 1-0 on the season if they can close out the third trimester of this ball game. Top of the 7th inning. It's a 5-0 advantage for the Raptors. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Freed off speed, popped up. It will get out of play towards the kids racing towards it and try to earn themselves a souvenir. Fun to see the kids running around chasing after foul balls and watching some fun Raptors baseball. The wind picking up, temperatures in the mid-60s. Wind coming in left to right field. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Jacob Freed kicks, fires, grounded to first base, fielded by Morales, throws to second. Jocks makes the throws back to Freed, and the pitcher covering first makes the catch, but not in time to get the double play. 2 outs in the inning. Brett Joner reaches first on a fielder's choice. Second time in the inning that Ridgefield has thrown to second to get the out. Good play by Freed to cover first and nearly had him. And Morales, a nice play at first to scoop that one up, throw accurately to second. So runners on the corners now, as that did advance Cooper Browning to third. Freed throws a first pitch strike to Austin Hauk, the second baseman, who is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts in the ball game. Runner on third base for the first time today for the Elks. 0-1 the count from Freed, and just miss on that delivery. 1-1 the count. 2 outs. Runner on first and third. Cooper Browning hoping to be the first Bend Elk to score in the ball game. Austin Hauk at the plate. The 1-1 from Freed is popped up. Going back on is Morales, the first baseman, looking over his shoulder. The ball eludes his grasp into foul territory, landing over the screen. And no chance on the play for Morales. So it is 1 ball and 2 strikes for Austin Hauk. For the Bend Elks, trailing by 5 after beating Northwest Star Academy handily 16-5 last night in Bend. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Freed, way outside, blocked by Ehrman. Used his glove and looked like it bounced off his wrist right underneath him. 2-2 the count from Jacob Freed with 2 outs, runners on the corners. Ridgefield up 5-0. Bend defeated Northwest Star Academy using 9 hits, a few errors for the Nighthawks. Had a couple of 7-run innings, did the Bend Elks. They could use one of those. 2-2 pitch, off speed, up high. It's to be a full count for Jacob Freed, who has had the most dramatic inning for the Ridgefield Raptors so far. It's still scoreless inning so far, but with the performance from Nick Jennings through 6 innings, it was just an absolute delight to watch the pitching work of Jennings to strike out 9 players in 6 innings, scoreless all the way through. Now we're in the 7th. Jacob Freed, full count inside, ball 4, the bases are loaded. He has walked 3 batters in the inning, with a couple of ground outs in between. A full house of walks and ground outs, 3 by 2 in that category. Brings up the shortstop, 9-hole hitter in Tommy Davis. One of only 3 players in this lineup to get a hit today. Had a single last inning when he led off and could not score. First pitch is hit towards third base. The shortstop fields it, jocks. It could not be picked by Morales. He's safe. Throw at the plate, and he is out at the plate. And 1 run does score. The Elks are on the board, but Morales makes the throw at the plate to retire the runner Brett Joner, who tried to slide in and take the extra run as the ball slipped away from Morales, tried to pick the throw from Tanner Jocks. Couldn't get the out, but throws home to retire the side. 1 run across for the Elks in the inning on 1 hit and 3 walks. Jacob Freed gets out of it relatively unscathed. The Ridgefield Raptors stay up. 5-1 is the score. It's time to stretch. To the bottom of the 7th inning we go. The Raptors 5, the Elks 1. You're listening to the Ridgefield Raptors live stream.
Oh, I love family road trips. Wind in my ears, treats in my mouth, and peace of mind knowing Les Schwab did our tires, brakes, and alignment. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
Les Schwab Tires, proud to be ranked #1 in overall customer satisfaction for aftermarket tire replacement by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
At Clark Public Utilities, we know you depend on electricity every day. And even though our offices remain closed, we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, by phone, online, and email. The past year has brought changes to many in our community, with lost jobs or reduced working hours, disrupted childcare, and the challenge of teaching the kids. If you've been financially impacted by the pandemic and can't pay your utility bill, call us or send an email right away. Eligibility for payment assistance has been expanded, so more households may qualify. Through it all, we're always here to provide you with safe and reliable service, and we're ready to help. Clark Public Utilities, ranked highest in customer satisfaction among residential mid-size utilities in the West by J.D. Power, 13 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2020 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Clark Public Utilities, we're always here.
For the first time this game, the Bend Elks score, but even if they score at this rate, the Ridgefield Raptors will be just fine. The Elks with just 6 outs to work with. They scored 1 run last inning, but the 5-0 lead holding strong. It's now 5-1. Corey Morales will be the leadoff hitter for the Ridgefield Raptors here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And Morales watches a first pitch strike from the Bend Elks pitcher. Full disclosure, we have a full roster apparently except for one pitcher, and that is the Bend Elks pitcher on the mound, and have not been able to get who is on the mound for Bend Elks. He's wearing number 20, but they don't have a number 20 on the roster. Either way, second pitch is a ball. 1-1 the count to Corey Morales. Is 0 for 3 in the ball game, getting his first start, first playing time in a Raptors uniform. And has a 1-1 count with the bases empty, leading off the bottom of the 7th. Some chin music and walks away from it. 2-1 the count for Corey Morales. From Cypress College, from Downey, California. Morales swings at the 2-1 pitch, hits it hard to right field. Taking a few steps back is McCautry and makes the catch to retire Morales. One away here in the bottom of the 7th. Kobe Morales is out number 1. Tafton Hensley next to the plate. Hensley comes up with no runners on, 1 out. He had a double in the 3rd. His 1 hit, he's 1 for 3. Swings ahead of the first offering, strike 1. 1 out, a 5-1 lead for Ridgefield. Against the Bend Elks, first of 9 matchups these two teams will play against each other. And the next pitch down and out, ball 1, strike 1 with 1 out, nobody on. The 3rd series these teams play will be a home and home amidst the series. Most times in a 3-game series, all at one ballpark, except for the 3rd one. 1-1 pitch off speed, again out ahead of it. 1-2 the count. Ridgefield hosting Bend for this 3-game series, traveling to Bend for a series in 11 days from now. Then they go to Bend on July 6th and then versus Bend July 7th and 8th. So just to split it up so that each team has as close to even amount of home games as possible. The 1-2 pitch called a strike on the outer half. Looked like it was outside, but a generous zone from Jordan Shepard, the home plate umpire. And it is a strikeout looking of Tafton Hensley. It's out number 2. Will Chambers to the plate. A single and a homer on the ball game. 2 for 3 on the day. Provided that spark in the 3rd inning with the home run. Back to the red bat now at the first pitch of ball. 1-0 the count. Has used alternating bats. It looks like he's using the red one. He's batting on the left side and the black one on the other. Actually, no, he used the black bat last time on the left side. This time he grounds it to first. Taking it to the bag himself is Daniel Garcia and retires him unassisted, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 frame, and the Raptors go in order in the 7th. We've got 2 innings of baseball remaining. To the top of the 8th we go. It's the Raptors 5 and the Bend Elks 1.
The win-win value lineup from Buffalo Wild Wings has bundles of wings and fries so you can get more for less. With individual size bundles starting at just $9.99 and the 40-wing family XL bundle for only $39.99. It doesn't take a degree in chicken economics to know a good deal when it's pecking you in the face. Order wing bundles for takeout or delivery, part of the win-win value lineup at B-Dubs. At participating locations for a limited time only for takeout or delivery through Buffalo Wild Wings app and website. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Taxes extra.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Let's take a look around the scoreboard here in the West Coast League on opening night. All 10 teams in action around the league. Most importantly here at the Rourke, it's Ridgefield 5 and Bend 1. New pitcher for Ridgefield, by the way, after 1 inning of work for Jacob Freed. He hands the ball off to Ben Larson. The right-hander comes in to face the Bend Elks. Back to the top of the order in Bryce Tweet. Top of the 8th inning, a 5-1 lead for Ridgefield. The Corvallis Knights, defending champions, trailing 5-0 on the road to the Yakima Valley Pippins. Portland Pickles blanking Wenatchee 6-0. Those scores in the 6th and 5th innings, respectively. First pitch is outside to Tweet, 1-0 the count. As we open up the 8th inning, Walla Walla and Cowlitz scoreless in the 8th inning. Second pitch is a strike on the outer half, a curveball that bends inward for Ben Larson, a 6'4", 210-pounder, a sophomore from Port Orchard, Washington. The Gonzaga Bulldog fires a 1-1 pitch, foul down the third baseline, and will land in the grassy area out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bryce Tweet. And the one other score in the West Coast League, Bellingham leading Port Angeles 7-3. No Canadian teams playing this season. They all shut down operations for this season. After all, it's rather tough to cross the border. 1-2 the pitch, and fouled from Larson again. Similar spot from Bryce Tweet. Stays a 1-2 count. And it's a shame that we don't have the Canadian teams playing this year. We're going to see a few more teams from Canada. Would have had 5 teams north of the border, but theoretically, we'll have them all next season in 2022. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Tweet checks his swing. Did he go? Will go down to first, and no swing, says first base umpire. Did not have the best look at it on the left-hand hitting Bryce Tweet, but such is life with a 2 umpiring crew. So did not go around, probably the right call. 2-2 the count for Bryce Tweet. Larson gets another foul ball, third base side, off the bat of the center fielder Tweet, who is 0 for 3 in the ball game. A 5-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Only run that the Elks have scored was last inning. Nick Jennings started the game, 6 innings, no runs, 9 strikeouts. The Raptors still sitting on 9 punch-outs. The 2-2 pitch hit hard on the ground to John Peck, has an easy play to first, and makes the throw for the out. Leadoff man retired here in the 8th inning. Third straight ground ball that Bryce Tweet has hit to second base, retired every time. Well, fielder's choice in the 6th, but he is 0 for 4 on the day. Daniel Garcia to the plate. Left-hand hitting Garcia against the right-hander and Larson. Foul ball on the first offering. 1 out here in the 8th. 5-1 lead for Ridgefield. Not only are they sitting on 9 strikeouts by the Ridgefield pitchers, but the Ridgefield batters are sitting on 9 hits. A 1 pitch, breaking ball, backdoor slider is a strike. Good looking pitch from Ben Larson. Sophomore for head coach Mike Machtoff with Gonzaga. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed in the dirt. Cole Ehrman will step out in front of the plate, throws high. Morales comes back and steps on the bag just in time. A drop third strike, just barely throw him out at first base, and that is strikeout number 10 on the ball game for the Ridgefield pitching staff. Give the bulk of the credit to Nick Jennings, who has accounted for 9 of them, but Ben Larson gets strikeout number 10. Riley Quinton to the plate, left fielder for Bend, who is 0 for 3, grounded into a thrilling double play last time. First pitch is a ball. Glanced off the glove of Jennings and taken by John Peck through to first, and that was the last play that Jennings made, was to have his glove torn off on a ground ball. Well, a 1-0 pitch is up high, 2-0. Jennings was not hurt on the play. He simply had finished the 6th inning and was time for him to hand the ball off to the bullpen. 2-0 pitch from Larson outside, ball 3. 2 outs, nobody on here in the 8th inning. Ridgefield sporting a 4-run lead against the Bend Elks. Managerial debut for Kyle Novak. Had a win yesterday in a non-conference game, so managerial debut in the West Coast League sense. 3-0 pitch misses. A 4-pitch walk from Ben Larson to Riley Quinton. Walks were the bane of Jacob Freed. Went 1 inning. It was the last frame. He walked 3 batters in the inning. A single to close the frame. A single that went 6-3-2. Jocks, the shortstop, threw to first base, got away from Morales, but threw home to get the runner trying to score from second. First pitch is a strike to the cleanup hitter, Unsong Yu. 0-1 the count, 2 outs. Runner on first. Larson moves to the stretch, checks the runner. Looks back at home. Fastball in the 0-1, swung through it, did Unsong Yu. 0-2 the count. So he gets behind Riley Quinton, a 4-pitch walk, and then follows that up by getting ahead 0-2 to the next batter. Good adjustment from Ben Larson in the midst of an inning. Larson, who redshirted in 2019, played in 2020 and 2021, misses inside, ball 1. Made 2 appearances a couple years ago. Couple appearances this past spring, pickoff attempt, and Quinton gets back to first. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Ridgefield trying to open up the West Coast League season with a victory. They lead 5-1 here in the 8th. 1-2 pitch, fouled, just got a piece of it, and back into the netting off the bat of the Seattle-bred Unsong Yu. .6'2" right-hand hitter out of Bucknell in a 1-2 hole. 5th pitch of the at-bat upcoming with 2 outs. Larson off speed, falls into the zone and got him looking. Ends the inning on his 2nd strikeout of the frame, And Ridgefield back to their scoreless ways, putting up a 0 on the Bend Elks here in the 8th. It's Ridgefield 5, the Bend Elks 1. Raptors back to the plate when we return in the bottom of the 8th.
Found a giant spider in my bed.
Stepped outside and a hornet stung my head.
Got ants around the sink.
And I am starting to think
The experts that I know are gonna make me pest-free. Natura Pest Control, killing your bugs and rodents, baby. Natura Pest Control. Call today, get a quote for free.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, regional and express service to Portland, and connector service within the city limits of Camas, LaCenter, and Ridgefield. And if you don't have cash, no problem. C-Tran now accepts digital payments with Hop FastPass. So hit a home run and leave the driving to us. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
New pitcher for the Bend Elks as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The shadows nearly encompassing the field here at the Rourke. It is Caden Retger, the sidearm thrower for the Elks. It's a 5-1 lead for Ridgefield here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Leading off for the Raptors in the frame, Cody Darcy. It'll be Darcy, Cole Ehrman, Trevor Torpa, the hitters. Darcy, a good day at the plate after Wednesday's game when he went 0 for 3 with a couple of walks, including an RBI walk. He's now put the ball in play twice, scored once, doubled once. In his most recent at-bat, he laced a ground ball almost right over the third base bag, and it went all the way to the corner. A double for the third baseman, Cody Darcy. Back to the plate here in the bottom of the 8th inning to lead off against Retger. The right-hander throws the first pitch, is a strike to the right-hand hitting Cody Darcy. A 5-1 lead for Ridgefield. 9 hits on the ball game for the Raptors. 4 hits for the Bend Elks. The 0-1 pitch from Retger way outside, ball 1. Looking around the league, Walla Walla has finally scored against Cowlitz. It's a 1-0 ball game for the Sweets in Longview. Yakima Valley has extended its lead on Corvallis 7-0 over the Knights. The Portland Pickles leading Wenatchee 6-0. The 1-1 pitch down in the dirt, ball 2. Portland with that 6-0 lead, they're next up on the schedule for Ridgefield. We've got these 3 games against the Elks, including tonight, a day off, and then the Pickles make the short drive northward. 2 balls and 1 strike. To the leadoff man, Cody Darcy. Big swing, goes to third base, fielded by Unsong Yu. Throws on a couple of hops to first base, and it dribbles there in time for the out. Ground out to lead off the inning. Hit it nearly in the same spot as he did last at bat, but Unsong Yu playing more towards the line, and it wasn't smoked quite as hard. And Yu had just enough strength on the arm. Threw it on line, and better to bounce the ball than to throw an arcing toss across the diamond, and it got there on 2 bounces. Out number 1 on the inning brings up Cole Ehrman. Gotten on base 2 out of 3 times today. First time he's faced this pitcher in Retger, the right-hand sidearm throwing Retger. Arm slot pretty much parallel to the ground. Doesn't bend over too much like a submariner. First pitch is a ball that gets to the backstop. With the long brown hair flowing out of the back of the cap, Retger throws the 1-0 pitch. It's fouled out of play. Strike 1. Retger, 5'11", 180-pounder, is the only player on the entire Bend roster who does not have a college listed. Meanwhile, Cole Ehrman, coming out of Cal State Fullerton, has a 1-ball, 1-strike count with 1 out and nobody on. That pitch fouled back into the netting. 2 straight foul balls. 1-2 the count for Cole Ehrman. got on base twice on errors, scored in the third inning, popped up in his most recent at-bat. Bottom of the 8th inning, Ridgefield leading 5-1. Retger, the 2-1 pitch, bends outward, ball 2. The sidearm throwers can be pretty difficult to read with the slider or curveball that comes way out to the right, especially if it was a right-hand hitter. That ball's coming out parallel with him and checked his swing. Did he go around on the 2-2 pitch? He did. Cole Ehrman has struck out for the second out of the inning for Caden Retger. Trevor Torpa to the plate, left fielder. Singled in his first at-bat, walked in his second, flew out to right field in his third. 1 for 2 on the ball game. Steps in with 2 outs, nobody on. Breaking ball, misses ball 1. Caden Retger motions to the umpire, was that up? Uses the palm of his hand and nods his head when he apparently got the nod. Yes, it was up. Doesn't seem too mad about it, just wanted to know. Here's the 1-0 pitch, also misses, 2-0 the count. Both pitches close to the zone for the mulleted Caden Retger, showing off the luscious locks, taking off the cap for a moment to wipe the brow, puts it back on. He has a 2-0 count to Trevor Torpa. Misses on a fastball, 3-0. Looks up to the sky for a moment, a bit frustrated with himself for getting behind Trevor Torpa. Big hitter is Trevor, 6'5", and all of it. Outfield playing way deep. Here's the 3-0. It is down the middle, strike 1 on Trevor Torpa. A 5-1 lead for Ridgefield. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll see who closes it out. Ridgefield has used 3 pitchers so far. Ben Larson, a scoreless 8th. Retger with a 3-1 pitch. He swings. It gets by the first baseman, a single for Trevor Torpa into right field. And Ridgefield has a base runner for the first time this inning. Trevor Torpa, third time he's reached base. He is 2 for 3 on the ball game. And that is the first hit for Ridgefield since the 5th inning. Went down in order in the 6th and 7th, but no such histrionics from Caden Retger and the Bend Elks. A single for Torpa, 9-hole hitter Tanner Jocks to the plate. 1 for 3 in the ball game with an RBI single. First pitch is a ball from Retger. Jocks looks down the line at Chris Cota, his head coach, second year with Ridgefield for Coach Cota, who's head coach at College of the Canyons. 1-0 the count to Tanner Jocks with 2 outs. Retger's pitch checks his swing, did go around, strike 1. Talked to Chris Cota yesterday about coaching at College of the Canyons, where he did not coach this season because they did not have a season, but he's still teaching. He teaches some health classes and some PE or physical activity classes. 1-1 pitch is popped up into right field, playable for McCotchery, tailing towards the right field line, and he gets under it to make the play. So Ridgefield gets a single but cannot score. And through 8 innings of play, it is Ridgefield 5 and the Bend Elks 1. The Elks' final chance to come back on the Raptors is around the corner. Stay with us for the 9th inning. Raptors up by 4.
Can't remember the last time you had a tall, ice-cold draft beer? Jog your memory at Buffalo Wild Wings for just $3. Stop by B-Dubs now and get Bud Light poured into a tall 22-ounce glass, all for just $3. Remind your mouth what it's been missing. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar! Available at participating locations for a limited time. Dine-in only. Prices may vary. Please drink responsibly. Availability of dine-in varies by location.
Join the Ridgefield Raptors for warm sunshine, great food, and exciting top-level college baseball at the Rourke. Bring your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers for a relaxing night outdoors this season. Your group can welcome us on the Les Schwab left field platform, the Lenner Homes and Dick Hanna grass berms, or the First Centennial and Wellhaven Pet Health picnic areas. There's nothing like a Ridgefield Raptors summer baseball game. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Ben Larson stays in the ballgame for the Ridgefield Raptors to pitch the 9th inning. He has a 4-run advantage to work with. Coming up to the plate for the Bend Elks will be the 5, 6, and 7 hole hitters. That's Cooper Browning, Colton McCautry, and Brett Joner to the plate with a 5-1 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Here's the first pitch of the 9th inning for Ben Larson. Just misses. Ball 1 to Cooper Browning, who did not start this game. Came in as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning and scored the only run of the game for Bend. Second pitch is a strike. 1-1 the count from Ben Larson. Browning reached base on a fielder's choice and ended up scoring later that inning. Ben Larson pitched a scoreless 8th inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch, is down low, ball 2. So it went Nick Jennings for 6 innings as the pitcher for Ridgefield. Jacob Freed an inning of relief work, gave up the 1 run. Ben Larson came in the 8th, gave up 1 walk, but other than that, nothing doing. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. 2 balls and 1 strike from Larson. Browning does not swing at the ball up and in. Ball 3, 3-1. Larson is not eligible for the save since it was a 4-run lead when he came in. If it was a 3-run lead, he could have gotten the save. 3-1 pitch is a ball. Ball 4. Second walk of the ball game issued by Ben Larson, and a leadoff walk here in the 9th inning for Cooper Browning. The only runner to score for the Bend Elks, and he is again aboard. At first base, Colton McCautry, the batter, the right fielder, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Left-hand hitting Colton McCautry does not swing in the first pitch. Outside ball 1. Outfield shifted a bit towards the corner. Center fielder Hensley shaded to the left field. Big hole in right center. Caden Connor plating towards the line in right field. 1-0 pitch is a strike from Ben Larson. The Gonzaga Bulldog with a 1-1 count, trying to get Ridgefield into the win column and be 1-0 on the season with this West Coast League season opener. Breaking ball catches the outer corner. Late call from Jordan Shepard, the home plate umpire. Took a second to think about it and called it a strike. 1-2 the count to Colton McCautry. 2 strikeouts and a walk. The 1-2 pickoff attempt to first. Morales applies the tag, but Browning had touched first base in time. Top of the 9th inning, Ridgefield leading 5-1. Again throws down to first. Not too worried about what Cooper Browning does. Even if he does score, he would only be able to slim the lead from 4 down to 3. Main thing is they just need outs. Breaking ball misses outside. 2-2 the count, no outs. Runner on first. Top of the 9th inning, a 5-1 lead for Ridgefield with 10 hits in the ball game for the Raptors. Here is the 2-2 pitch up high above the belt. 3-2 the count from Ben Larson. Don't want to give up walks in the 9th inning and allow runners, because real quick you'd have the tying run coming to the plate before too long. It still is a 4-run lead, however. Breaking ball outside. He has walked the first 2 batters. So runners in scoring position is Cooper Browning. Runner at first is Colton McCautry. Nobody out for Brett Joner. Jogs down to third base coach Tyler Graham, an assistant with Bend. Kyle Novak, the head coach, coaching from the dugout and giving a pep talk to Austin Hauk, who will be in the on-deck circle for Bend, representing the tying run in the on-deck circle. No outs. Pitching coach Daniel Barato coming out to chat with Ben Larson. Barato, a youngster in his mid-20s, coaching at Santa Barbara City College, getting his first opportunity in the West Coast League to coach up these youngsters with the Raptors. And talking with Ben Larson, who has spent 3 years at Gonzaga, will just be a sophomore with the extra year of eligibility and a redshirt year in 2019. First pitch upcoming to Brett Joner, 2 runners aboard. Breaking ball is a strike. Gets ahead of Joner after walking the first 2 batters. Joner has struck out, a fielder's choice and a ground out. Got thrown out at the plate in the 7th inning 0-1 and is a strike. Throw down to first, and did he get him at first? No, he threw him out at first. Cole Ehrman backpicks the runner at first base. McCottry is thrown out at first, taking too big of a secondary lead. Morales applied the tag, and that is the first out of the inning on a backpick. 2-3 on the play. Larson helped out, and then a foul ball on the 0-2 pitch. So Larson walks the first two batters, and the runner thrown out at first base, trying to slide back. Great throw by Cole Ehrman. So one away. The runner on second is still there in the form of Cooper Browning. Hit to right center field off the bat of Joner. Going in is Caden Connor. Makes the catch on the run for the second out. Good beat on the ball by Caden Connor. That was not well hit enough to get through, but it was placed pretty well in between the outfielders. And Caden Connor made a nice play to pull it in. Talked to me before the game, said his brother was watching the opener. Hopefully a lot of family members watching as Ridgefield an out away from getting a season opening win. In the way is Austin Hauk, the batter. First pitch is a ball inside. 2 outs in the inning, runner on second. Hauk did represent the tying run when he was in the on-deck circle. He no longer represents that with 2 outs happening during one at-bat. 1-0 pitch hit high in the air, third base side. Cody Darcy in foul territory calling for it and makes the catch to end the ball game. And the Ridgefield Raptors claim a 5-1 victory to open up the West Coast League season of 2021. Ben Larson goes 2 innings to close it out. 2 scoreless innings of work for Ben. And Ridgefield wins it 5-1. The MVP of the game, Nick Jennings, the starting pitcher, who goes 6 scoreless innings to start it out for Ridgefield. The Raptors rack up 10 hits in the ball game. They took a 5-run lead after the third inning. They did not score since then and didn't need to. Gave up just 1 run in the 7th, and it didn't hurt them. 5-1 the final score. Ridgefield winning it, and they take a 1-0 record here at the Rourke and a 1-0 record in the West Coast League. We'll play again tomorrow and Sunday against the Bend Elks as well. Stay tuned. Hopefully we'll get a post-game interview here on the post-game show. We'll see if anyone is made available. Either way, it's been a fun night of baseball here at the Rourke. Let's go through the totals here for Ridgefield. See if we can grab a player to come up and chat on the post-game show. And starting with the man of the hour, Nick Jennings, got the start. Straight punch-outs in the 5th, and then scoreless inning in the 6th with a double play to end his outing. He draws the win. He is 1-0 on the season. Gave up 3 hits, 9 strikeouts in the ball game for Nick Jennings. Great fastball from the Eastern Oregon Mountaineer, issued just 1 walk in the game. Jacob Freed went 1 inning, 1 run allowed, gave up 3 walks, but worked out of it. And then Ben Larson came in for the 8th and 9th, scoreless in both. The lineup for Ridgefield as far as the hitters go, Caden Connor went 1 for 4 with a double. John Peck went 0 for 4 in the ball game. Kobe Morales 0 for 4. Tafton Hensley had a double, went 1 for 4. Will Chambers a single, a 2-run homer, 2 for 4 on the ball game. And a little bit of trivia there if you want to come back later. His first home run of the season, Will Chambers with it in the 3rd inning. And Ridgefield scored 4 runs in that inning. Cody Darcy had a single and scored. Darcy went 2 for 4 in the ball game, a single and a double. Cole Ehrman 0 for 4, but got on base twice and scored. Trevor Torpa 2 for 3 with a walk. And Tanner Jocks, a nice day, had an RBI single in the 2nd. And some good plays at short, turning a double play in that 6th inning. Well, that'll do it for us here on the broadcast, unless we get a post-game interview real quick. But it looks like we're going to close out and come back tomorrow. The first pitch at 6:35 again tomorrow, a 1:05 start on Sunday. Hope you can join us at the ballpark or right where you're watching now for Ridgefield baseball as the Raptors get the 5-1 victory over the Bend Elks today. Not sure who the starting pitcher will be tomorrow for the Raptors, but we do know the starting pitcher for Bend on the hill tomorrow will be Drake Borshawa for the Elks. Again, a 5-1 victory. Before we go, take a quick look around the scoreboard in the West Coast League. In the bottom of the ninth inning, Walla Walla leading Cowlitz 1-0. Last chance for the Cowlitz Black Bears. Bellingham leading Port Angela 7-3 in the bottom of the eighth inning. Wenatchee trailing Portland 6-0 in the bottom of the sixth. Yakima Valley leading the Corvallis Knights 7-1 in the bottom of the seventh. I'll take a quick look at the game live between Walla Walla and Cowlitz. Ninth inning, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Swedes. Looks like it's top of the ninth actually, so Walla Walla still at the play. We'll check on that one as we go along. 1-0, the Ridgefield Raptors are the first team to win a game in the West Coast League since every other team is still in action. The Raptors atop the conference standings as the only team with a win. 1-0 on the year. Thanks for joining us. My name's Josh Warden. For all the people who make these broadcasts possible, thanks for joining us on the live stream. We will sign off until tomorrow, 6:35, first pitch here at the Rourke. A 5-1 victory for the Raptors. Let's talk again tomorrow. Thanks for joining us here on the Raptors live stream. So long, everybody.